This video is by request by one of my subscribers who saw my Leatherman Charge TI review. And he liked the Cabela's limited edition Charge TTI that I showed at the very end, but I didn't spend a lot of time with it. And he said, hey, could you post another video of that, showing me the features and the differences. So here we go. It won't be too long. There are a couple differences between the Charge TI and the Charge TTI. And especially in this one. This is a limited edition, as far as I know, Cabela's camouflaged and blackened Charge TTI. Titanium handles and camoed as well. First off, that camo is really nice. I love it. If given a choice, I always prefer a desert camo. And Leatherman, if you watch this, if you reissue this multi-tool in a digital desert, it will sell out. Seriously. Don't do it through Cabela's, do it just nationwide. Anything in digital desert, gray or tan, will sell out. I can pretty much guarantee you that. So keep that in mind, Leatherman, if you're watching this. So, on with the Charge TTI. Very similar to the Charge TI that I previously reviewed. An outstanding and favorite multi-tool of mine. A little bit heavy at 8.5 ounces, but you get a lot for that weight. The main differences between the Charge TI and this version, the TTI, are first the main blade. Instead of a 154 cm blade, we have an S30V stainless steel blade. Excellent steel, made especially for knife use, excellent corrosion and edge holding capability. Definitely more expensive. And this multi-tool is about 115 bucks, and that was on sale if I'm not mistaken. So it's not cheap. Part of that is that S30V steel. Another part is the camouflage application you see. That's an additional process, additional cost. And also the blackening on all the surfaces of the blades. The black oxide finish. I will critique that because it's not a super consistent finish, at least on this S30V main blade. It's kind of splotchy. You might be able to see it on this side. It's just a little bit splotchy. And I examined three examples of this model, seeing if I could, maybe I just got a lemon, but they're all like that. And I think it might be a function of the nature of the S30V and how it takes that finish. I think it's just going to be splotchy. A minor critique, and I can live with it. It's not a huge deal. It's going to get rubbed off and scratched anyhow through use. Again, and I just have to mention again, I love the shape and the size of that blade. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Perfect for EDC use. And it's one-hand functionable, like I said in my other video. That's huge. Leatherman did a really good job on making these knife blades and all the exterior tools one-hand accessible, and they lock. Now, another difference on the Charge TTI is the Rescue serrated blade. That may not be the right name. I call it a rescue blade. It's not really. Also blackened, a little bit splotchy, less so than the S30V blade on the other side. And here we have the same bevel tip like on the Charge TI, so we can still use this as a rescue blade, going underneath the seat belt, the proverbial seat belt rescue, or maybe a pants leg, which I think is a lot more likely that we would have to access an injury under clothing. This would be a good blade for that. Now, along with that, we have a very effective line cutter at the tip of the blade. And I am looking for my 550 cord I had. Don't know where it went. Here it is. Because I need to demonstrate how this works. For a line cutter to be effective, in my opinion, there's two things it has to have. Sharpened on both, actually a double bevel, so not a single bevel, and very sharp. In other words, it comes to a very fine point. If you have that, then you can do this. You can zip right through cork. Now, to be honest, this is 550 cord hollowed out because I was using it for a lanyard on a knife, so it's not total 550. However, I do think it would still work going through it. Now, if you contrast that with this crap Scuba Max dive knife, and I'm just going to use this as an example, that also has a line cutter in this titanium blade. I'll mention this in a scuba knife review that I'll do in the future, but I just want to show you this cutter right here. It looks decent, right? It looks like it would work. It doesn't. As I pull hard on that, as hard as I can, it ain't cutting through that hollow 550. The Leatherman blows it away. So, again, if you want your line cutter to be effective, it's got to be double-sided and razor sharp. And obviously Leatherman gets that because they've done a really good job with it. Single edge serration, I mean kind of a chisel grind. Most serrated blades are that way, so I don't have an issue with that. But that's a difference. You have a line cutter on this rescue blade on the TTI. Very nice. One thing I mentioned in the description on the Charge TI I failed to show you in the video, and I'll do it here on the TTI, is there is a wire stripper on the can opener at the base, and it is effective. It's that sharpened groove right here, and it does work. Used it. And again, they're all locking tools, very nicely done. Ran out of time on the Charge TI video, and I did not talk at length about the sheath, and the sheath is very similar to this one. Granted, this is in camouflage, the Charge TI is in black, of course. Same identical design though. It is a nylon. I love that. Always prefer it. Doesn't retain water. Easy to get it in and out too. That's good. Your Charge tools will come with a bit selection, just like this one. So you don't get everything. You just get a selection of bits as shown, and they slide into an elastic pocket in the back of the sheath. I love that. Very nice design. Fits very nice, slips in easily, and secures nicely. You can critique the Velcro if you want. It's not the best tactical material. It will pick up burrs. And also I find in snowy conditions, it will freeze. If water freezes in there, your Velcro just became completely useless. So it's not the best attachment. I would like to see a Fastex buckle, but guess what? I got a lot of other sheaths I can put this in besides that one. In fact, since I got time, I'll show you one. And basically all it is a 9mm mag sheath. However, Microtech, this is one from one of my Microtech knives, they put their symbol and stuff on there, and I use it as well. So this is a Fastex sheath that works a lot better. Granted, I don't have a pocket for my bits, so it's not totally ideal. However, in a cold environment, lots of snow, this is a sheath I'd use. Moreover, it has a quick attachment capability. Now Blackhawk and Eagle make this pouch. In fact, that's probably who made these pouches, either Blackhawk or Eagle, and then Microtech just put their patches on it. Or they had them do it for them. These are harder to find though. Since Molly is more predominant in the tactical world, it's really hard to find this style of magazine/knife pouch. Blackhawk call it their BT system, their belt something something system, but I love this attachment system. It's great for a belt. It's easy to attach, it locks in securely. It's really my favorite of all of my pouches for all my tactical knives. And as you can see, it works really well for this Charge TTI. So that's a better tactical sheath if you need that. However, for most uses and most civilian users, the sheath, if it's the nylon variety that comes with your Charge TI, is outstanding. It'll work fine. Well, I won't say outstanding, I'll say excellent. It would be outstanding if it had a quick attachment capability. It does not. You have to slide your belt on either in a vertical fashion, or you can go behind here and go horizontal with your belt loop running that way. Make sure you're closed up so you don't lose your tool. So that's the Charge TTI. It's expensive, it's cool, limited edition. The differences, of course, being the S30V main blade, also the black and finish on all the tools, and then it has the rope cutter on the rescue blade. Also, I didn't mention this, the way to tell the difference between the two blades, between the serrated rescue and the normal, is the jimping on the back. The rescue blade has a little bit of jimping right here, and you feel it without even looking at the knife, but that's my serrated blade. If you flip it over here, your S30V plain edge blade, smooth. Just a golly gee whiz thing. Charge TTI limited edition by Cabela's and Leatherman. Once again, make this in digital camo, tan or gray. It'll sell like crazy. Thanks for watching, guys. More videos coming when I get time. Out.